I'll float them down. Every corner's mine, I own this town. Sire scream, my setup's tight. I bled for this win in the virtual light. 100 ways to crash, but not tonight. I chase the line, I earn my fight. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, it's mine tonight. No resets, no excuses, I pay my dues. Study every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this over, I'm winning tonight. 100 ways to crash, but not tonight. I've chased the line, I've earned my fight. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, it's mine tonight. No resets, no excuses, I paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this over, I'm winning tonight. No resets, no excuses, I paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this over, I'm winning tonight. No resets, no excuses, I paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this server, I'm winning tonight. Shift up, hold steady, I'm crossing that line. I race in glory, this moment's mine. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, it's mine tonight. Burning and pixels collide. Steel and rubber in a world online. Every corner's a war to survive. Lead foot's keeping the fire alive. Engines in the void, thundering low. Virtual tracks, but the crowd still shout. Through the crash and the flame we rise again. Lead foot TV, where the night won't end. Screaming sparks in the haze. Metal hearts locked in digital rage. Every lap is a line in the sand, driven faster by a ghostly hand. Lead foot TV, lead foot TV, lead foot TV. Engines in the void, thundering low. Virtual tracks, but the crowd still shout. Through the crash and the flame we rise again. Lead foot TV, where the night won't end. Tires scream, the sparks in the haze. Metal hearts locked in digital rage. Every lap is a line in the sand, driven faster by a ghostly hand. Lead foot TV, lead foot TV, lead foot TV, lead foot TV, lead foot TV. TV. Engines in the dark, waiting to scream. Steel and thunder, born from a dream. Shadows Let's put TV, feel the ground ignite. Through the smoke and fire, into the night. Slow and heavy, the storm begins. Glory is calling, only one wins. Lights on the horizon, fire in the veins. Every lap written in blood and chains. The track remembers, it takes its due. Legends fallen and legends break through. No retreat, no disguise. Engines awaken under blackened skies. One by one, the echoes rise. Let foot TV, the fire never dies. Let foot TV, feel the ground ignite. Through the smoke and fire, into the night. Slow and heavy, the storm begins. Glory is calling, only one wins. Only one wins. Only one wins. Only one wins. No retreat, no disguise. Engines awaken under blackened skies. One by one, the echoes rise. Let foot TV, the fire never dies.
You talk too much, but the track don't lie. Quit stalling out, quit wasting time. Let me wait for this, pedal to the floor. Quit whining, drive like you want more. Quit whining and drive, feel the fury ignite. On the foot TV, it's a battle tonight. Quit whining and drive, leave it down in the dust. Steel and fire is the throttle we trust. Webbing doors at 200 strong. The weak get wrecked, the brave roll on. Every left for war, no mercy inside. If you came to complain, step off the ride. The time is ticking, the engine's roared. Whine and drive, that's what it's for. From the sims to the screen, it's the edge of your seat. Burning rubber where legends compete. Quit whining and drive, feel the fury ignite. On like foot TV, it's a battle tonight. Quit whining and drive, leave it down in the dust. Steel and fire, it's the throttle we trust. Lights out, hearts pounding, the countdown scream. You're strapped in the cockpit of a digital dream. No tears, no fear, just a checkered sky. Quit whining and drive or get left behind. Quit whining and drive or get left behind. Quit whining and drive, let the wild take control. On the foot TV, it's a race for the soul. Quit whining and drive, leave it down in the dust. Steel and fire, it's the throttle we trust. Green flags alive. Quit whining and drive.
Screens lit up, the grid's alive. Engines roar in this digital drive. Sweat on my brow, I burn the midnight oil. Lap after lap, carve my name in the soil. 100 ways to crash, but not tonight. I chase the line, I earn my fight. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, is mine tonight. Qualifying ghosts, I'll put them down. Every corner's mine, I own this town. Science scream.
Good evening, folks, and welcome to beautiful Oswego Speedway in Oswego, New York. The SKs are taking to the track this week in the Golden Racing League. I'm your lead announcer, Mr. Emmett Crow, and my lovely producer, Mr. Landon Brown, pushing all the buttons. We're set to go for 100 laps. This is the SK Designs. Let's see, hold on. Hold on a second. We're going to get our starting grid. Row 1 on the inside is going to be Jared Murphy will be the pole winner. Robert Izzo will line up on his outside in the 06. Row 2, we're going to find Hunter Carlson in the 32, coming off that truck championship. Lining up next to Jeffrey Douglas in the 79 on the outside. Row 3, we'll have Mitchell Wilson in the 46, lining up next to Chase Miller in the 55 on the outside. Row 4 will be Jason Woodham in the 71, lined up next to Dustin Glenn in the 16 machine on the outside. Row 5, he's back. Tristan Thiese will line up next to Colton Briner in the 14 machine on the outside. Row 6, Grayson Brigham in the 30 machine will line up next to David Warmuth in the number 8 on the outside. Row 7, we got Corey Denson in the 22, lined up next to Joshua Tressler on the outside. Row 8, we got Nicholas Price lined up next to Thomas Stanley on the outside. Row 9, we got Dagan Barnes in the 41, lining up next to Stephen Luttrell in the 36 on the outside. And rounding out the field is going to be Jonathan Wade, lined up next to Devin Baker on the outside. And then also we have Daniel Monfu Jones also in the field, tagging the back. There's the green flag. We're underway here at Oswego. It's a 100-lap shootout. Let's get it on! Murphy's going to take the lead, gets a great start, but Hunter Carlson on the inside of Izzo. Carlson trying to get to the inside, trying to make it move. There's Hunter Carlson from Hannah City, Illinois. Going to move into the number 2 spot. Mitchell Wilson will follow into the number 3 hole from Elkhart, Indiana. But they're all chasing There's Chase Miller. Kind of a home track for Chase, you know, from Northwich, New York. As we look right here, further on in the field, currently in 8th place is going to be Jason Woodham in 9th. From Triple B Racing. I think that's a typo. Tristan Thiese. There he is, folks. He's back in the W89 machine as Woodham has trouble as Thiese goes up to 8th. Meanwhile, back here, further back, we have Colton Briner moving into the number 9 spot. Jason Woodham drops all the way to 10th. Grayson Brigham in 11th. 12th will be David Warmuth. 13th, Corey Denson. 14th, Joshua Tressler. 15th, Dagan Barnes. 16th, Nicholas Price. 17th, Thomas Stanley. 18th, Stephen Luttrell. There's Joshua Tressler right there in the 69 machine. From Sherwood, Ohio. Got a lot of, you know, with these modifieds, we get a lot of Midwesterners, and they're definitely taking to it here, but they're all chasing Mr. Murphy. As we look further back, Robert Izzo's gonna move to the number 3 spot, trying to find a way to catch Hunter Carlson for the 2nd position. All this going on as we have 93 laps to go as we cross the line. As we complete lap 9, and they're all chasing Jared Murphy, excuse me. A lot going on right now. Getting a little spread out here. But I'm sure when those... Now the interesting thing, folks, is they can only go 20 laps on fuel, so we will see some green flag pit stops. This pit road is kind of interesting, as you get a shot right there. That's right, 3 and 4 is where you enter, and you leave down the backstretch, but you got to go all the way around, make kind of a circular motion. So that's going to be interesting to see how these guys get into the pits. Got some racing going on back here towards the back. Devin Booker from Bakersfield, California, trying to look to get to the inside of Thomas Stanley. He'll complete that pass, so move Baker into the 19th spot. And all this going on is Daniel Manfu Jones has already moved up 2 spots from his 20th starting spot. There's old Manfu, as you know him from the FWM world, out here running in the Golden Racing League. Got a little off time, you know, since FWM, since 4Y Motorsports is wrapping up their seasons. Now he gets to cut his teeth here in the Golden Racing League, a little off-season racing action. But as you know, if you're a driver, there's never an off-season. Get a good in-car shot of Manfu. Not as much smoke as we usually see from that car, and that's a great thing. Daniel Manfu Jones coming off the big win a couple weeks ago with the FWM Late Model Tour at Kevin Harvick's Kern Speedway. As we see up front, Robert Izzo from Long Island, New York. You know, they got some good iced tea out there, I've been told, out there in Long Island. As Izzo's trying to close in on, actually he has passed Hunter Carlson, and our first caution sponsored by Elite Track Designs caution flag will wave for the first time. That's right, folks, it is the Elite, as Corey Denson has brought out the caution, but this is the Elite Tracks Designs shootout, 100-lap shootout at Oswego. Take another look right here. Looks to be a single car spin. I think he just got a little loose right there. Great on board action right there. You can see it. And keeps it rolling. Great looking scenic shot of Oswego Speedway. So they'll get set up. Again, your leader is Jared Murphy. Robert Izzo was able to move into the number 2 spot. Hunter Carlson in third. There's Jared Murphy from Ridgeway, South Carolina. Hunter Carlson's in third. Fourth is going to be Jeffrey Douglas, as we're seeing some stops already. Your leader, Mr. Jared Murphy, coming into the pits already, along with Jeffrey Douglas from Lafayette, Indiana. He'll come in, and somebody else came in. I couldn't really tell who that was. But, so your top 5, your leaders are going to read like this. And I was sorry, folks. That was not Murphy who came. Hold on a second. I got to get, yes, it was Jared Murphy. So your leader did come in. And there's something, maybe that's how his pit stall's set up. I thought maybe there's something wrong as Hunter Carlson also is leaving the pits. These are all stops for fuel. So Corey Denson will move to the end of the line after bringing out that caution. So your leaderboard reads like this. Jared Murphy's your leader, followed by Jeffrey Douglas in second. Third's going to be Dagan Barnes. Fourth, Robert Izzo. Fifth, Hunter Carlson. Sixth is Jared Glenn. Sorry about that. Chase Miller in fourth. Fifth is going to be Tristan Thiese. Sixth, Colton Briner. Seventh, Mitchell Wilson. Eighth, David Warmuth. Ninth, Jason Woodham. 10th, Nicholas Kreis. Devin Baker in 11th. 12th will be Thomas Stanley. Joshua Tressler. Jared Murphy is going to come down to 14th. I think he got caught speeding, as that's going to be a tough break for Jared Murphy, who was dominating this race. And here we go, folks. Green flag. sponsored by Elite Track Designs, is back underway. We're underway back here at Oswego. Hunter Carlson going to get the lead on the outside, but here comes Robert Izzo on the inside. Izzo going to move in front of Carlson just for a moment. Jared Glenn also making his way up there. It's going to be Izzo Carlson as Glenn tries to look to the inside of Carlson for the second position. Chase Miller also up there in the mix with Tristan Thiese, Colton Briner, all battling for the same real estate. Now Thiese, oh man, Mitchell, Chase Miller got way loose. That's going to check up the field, and that's going to bring out our second caution as several cars go around. Elite Tracks Design caution flag waving for the second time tonight with 77 laps to go on lap 24. Had to take a look right here as you can see it. Jason Woodham just went around, but I think the checkup earlier from Chase Miller is what caused Woodham to go around. See if we can see that real quick. So here goes Chase Miller right here. Miller's gonna get a little loose. I don't think there was contact with Briner, and then that's what caused the whole field to check up. And then, yeah, that's what happened. Woodham tried to get back to the gas, and when he tried to get back to the gas in these SKs, folks, you're gonna go around if you get on it too hard. Now we'll see from Colton Briner. Yeah, here we go. Here's an onboard shot. I think that might have been netcode, just a little bit of netcode, as it looks like Daniel Jones has pulled off. The only car shown out of the race is Nicholas Christ is 1 lap down. Yeah, there it is right there. There might have been a little netcode right there. I don't think there was contact. So that'll be interesting. And then that caused the single car spin and then multiple cars spun as well. So we're under the caution for the second time tonight. Robert Izzo's your leader. Dustin Glenn in second. I don't know where I got Jared Glenn. Third is going to be Tristan Thiese. Fourth, Joshua Tressler. Fifth, Grayson Brigham. Let's see if we can get, hold on a second, folks. Don't you just love it when your ATVO is not working for your live timing? Oh, man. So as we're getting ready to go green, getting ready for the restart. Again, this is our second caution of the night. And it's going to come on came on lap 24. Not many cars are damaged, which is the good thing. All right, there we go. All right, so now we're back rocking and rolling. As the pace truck hits pit road and getting ready to go green right here. And the Elite Tracks Design green flag waving for the second, waving back out here, and we're back underway here at Oswego. Yeah, it might look like, I'm starting to wonder if maybe Izzo was trying to jump. Looked like he almost jumped it as Dustin Glenn from Rock Springs, Wyoming, excuse me. Getting a little tongue-tied up here, folks. We're moving to the number 3 spot. Tristan Thiese moves into the number 2 hole. Thiese ran good when the SKs were here with FWM. And Thiese won a couple races with this SK series with 4 Wide Motorsports. So, just a little couple facts about Oswego Speedway. It's a little bit bigger than a half mile, located in Oswego, New York. It was built in 1951 and was paved as asphalt in 1952, and that is going to be a big pile-up, and the Elite Track Designs caution flag will wait for the third time tonight, and it's going to collect a lot of cars. There's the 79 of Jeffrey Douglas, Mitchell Wilson in the 46, Colton Briner in the 14. We'll have to take a look and see what happened right here. As we get a good shot of the single file. Okay, here we go. Here's the replay right here. So Briner, it looks like we're gonna have to do some manual rewind. That's me talking it backwards. All right, here we go. So Briner gets a little contact from Wilson. Sorry about that, folks. I did not mean to cough. Chase Miller, Jeffrey Douglas, David Wormuth. I think Miller might have got, let's see that again, just to see, it might have just, there we go. Now we get a good onboard shot. Let's see if he does get into him. Oh, yeah. Did you see the exhaust come out of Colton Briner's 14 machine? Just got into him just a little bit and sent him. He tried to save it. And I think Miller got a little loose right there. And then that's what sent Colton around, and it just checked up the field, and it was a traffic jam from then on. Several cars involved, including Briner, Miller, Douglas, Wormuth. Oh, look at that! We got a truck. We got a car almost upside down. But here we go, getting ready for the restart as we got a car. Looks to be trying to get to pit road. That's going to be, I believe, Jeffrey Douglas with heavy damage. And look at this. Jason Woodham goes from spinning it out to on the outside for this restart. And the Elite Tracks Design green flag waving back again, and we're back underway here at Oswego. Jared Murphy gets a better launch on this restart. Ooh, that might be under review. We'll have to keep an eye out, keep an ear out. Jason Woodham's going to drop like a rock as he is falling back fast as Devin Baker going to try to get into the fourth position. Devin Baker going to move into the fourth position as Dustin Glenn trying to look underneath of Baker. Dustin Glenn rocking the Yoda scheme. And I told him, I said, use the Foss. And he said I might have to, as Corey Denson all alone. And we're going to have another caution. This will be our fourth caution. The Elite Tracks Design caution flag waving again. It's going to be Jason Woodham going around. Take another look right here. Oh, man. Hunter Carlson. So Hunter Carlson. So Hunter Carlson just came over the radio and said that was me. And I mean, you can see it right here. Just said he got a little impatient and just didn't give him enough room. And that's what sent Woodham around. Poor Woodham's been involved in, this is the third time he's been involved in the caution, as Colton Briner's going to be your lucky dog recipient. getting back on the lead lap. Woodham now on pit road. And I believe Thomas Stanley might have taken it behind the wall. So your leaderboard reads like this. Jared Murphy's going to be your leader, followed by Mitchell Wilson, Colton Briner in third. Fourth, Devin Baker. Fifth, Dustin Glenn. Sixth, Stephen Luttrell. Seventh, Chase Miller. Eighth, Jeffrey Douglas. Ninth, David Wormuth. 10th, Hunter Carlson, Corey Denson, and 11th. And I am so sorry, folks. I think it was Nicholas Christ was your lucky dog recipient, not Colton Briner. He's in third. 12th is going to be Robert Izzo. 13th, Joshua Tressler. 14th, Tristan Thiese. 15th, Nicholas Christ. 16th, Grayson Brigham. 17th, Dagan Barnes. Barnes coming into pit now. Woodham, I think Woodham's taking it behind the wall. And 18th, 19th, Stanley, and 20th, Daniel Mindfood Jones. So here we go, lap 43, pace trucks hitting pit road. There's 58 laps to go. As the cars come out of 4, Barney the flagman waving the Elite Tracks Design green flag as it's back underway. Sorry, I got a little ahead of myself. And there it is, the Elite Tracks Design green flag waving once again, and we're back underway here at Oswego. Colton Briner using the inside line to take over the second spot. Briner moves into the number 2 hole. But here comes Dustin Glenn. He'll follow suit and move into the number 3 spot. Mitchell Wilson's starting to drop all the way from second to fourth. Now Devin Baker battling alongside with Chase Miller. Miller will move into the 5th spot. They're all chasing once again Jared Murphy as there's Chase Miller. Got all his friends and family in the crowd for this. Along does Robert Izzo. Couple New Yorkers out here running. As Miller trying to get to the back of Wilson. And further back, we've got Stephen Luttrell. Look at it, Stephen Luttrell. I didn't recognize him because he's not running the orange. He's running the black 36 in this league. Stephen Luttrell from Kansas City, Missouri. And the biggest Cleveland Browns fan that I know. As Stephen Luttrell gets the position away from Jeffrey Douglas. Douglas all over the back of Luttrell, though, trying to take it back at the Pepsi 79 machine. Stephen Luttrell, also an author. You can go get his book on Amazon. Excuse me, folks. I did not mean to cough on the air, but sometimes you got to get some water, got to get something to keep this whistle wet. As we look right here, here comes Jeffrey Douglas on the inside, making the move on Luttrell now as we hit the halfway point this lap. As Jared Murphy continues to lead Colton Briner in second. Third is going to be Dustin Glenn. Fourth, Chase Miller. Fifth, Mitchell Wilson. Sixth, Jeffrey Douglas. Seventh, Stephen Luttrell. Eighth, Hunter Carlson. Actually, Hunter Carlson just took the position away from Stephen Luttrell. Those two have had a couple battles on the track. Oh, man. Hunter Carlson, you can just see he's got his hands full right there in the Eastern Technical Design 32 machine. I know certain Mr. Tracy Brown likes seeing that car. As Hunter Carlson trying to get the position, trying to get up to Jeffrey Douglas's corner panel to take away the 6th position as Robert Izzo. I talked about it. Another New Yorker in the field. He wants to get up here and battle with these guys. He's got all his friends and family in the crowd. Devin Baker hard into the wall. No caution, we stay green, but Baker I looked over in the corner of my eye, folks, and Baker was up against the wall. Hard contact, and it looks like he's starting to drop like a rock as Dagan Barnes is going to pass him. Now here comes the 74 machine of Nicholas Christ trying to get around him. Something is wrong with Devin Baker as he is off the pace. And oh my gosh, Nicholas Christ hard into the wall right there, as you saw it live right here on Leadfoot TV. But up towards the front, it's all about Jared Murphy with 44 to go as Dustin Glenn is moving to the number 2 spot. Colton Reiner in 3rd. 4th is going to be Chase Miller. 5th, Jeffrey Douglas. 6th, Robert Izzo. 7th, Hunter Carlson. 8th, Tristan Thiese. 9th, Stephen Luttrell. 10th, Mitchell Wilson. 11th, Joshua Tressler. 12th, Corey Denson. 13th, David Warmuth. 14th, Devin Baker. 15th, Nicholas Christ. And 16th, 2 laps down, Grayson Brigham, and that's going to bring out our 5th caution. The Elite Tracks Design yellow flag waving for the 5th time today. I have to take a look and see what happened. We're taking a look. As there's a shot at David Warmuth. And so it looks like this is just an iRacing caution, iRacing through the caution flag. Don't know what it was for. One of those spooky iRacing cautions. As this is going to help everybody out. And they're all going to come get tires and fuel. As we take a look right here, you see everybody on pit road. Again, there are 3 cars out of the race, with it being Jason Woodham, 18th, 19th, Thomas Stanley, and 20th, Daniel Mindfood Jones, all out of the race. Dagan Barnes is 3 laps down. Grayson Brigham is 2 laps down. Joshua Tressler is the last car on the lead lap in 15th position. Jared Murphy continues to lead over Dustin Glenn. Jared Murphy from Ridgeway, South Carolina. Everybody's getting bunched up, getting all the positions called for, getting everybody in line. It looks like Tristan Thiese may have taken over the race lead. Have to see when they cross the line. Everybody getting set to go. So Thiese is actually going to be scored in 3rd. As Thiese starting to blink a little bit. As the green flag getting ready to wave as they come out of turn number 4 down the back stretch, and there's Barney the flag man waving the green flag, and we're back underway here at Oswego. Tristan Thiese going to use the inside line to his advantage as he's trying to take away the 2nd spot. Now he'll slide in front of Dustin Glenn to take over the number 2 spot. Now, I'll tell you, I was talking with Dustin, and Dustin said he does not mind getting aggressive. So this is something to keep an eye on right here, folks, as the laps wind down. 36:35 to go this time by. Jared Murphy. Oh, we got trouble. We got a car off the pace. You saw him tuck out a line on the inside. That might have been, I don't think it was Jeffrey Douglas. I don't know who it was, but Douglas going to take the position away from Luttrell as Corey Denson now trying to get the position as well. That's going to move Douglas into the number 4 spot, excuse me, as Corey Denson tries to take the top 5 spot away from Stephen Luttrell. 33 laps to go. Jared Murphy continues to lead. He's got a 0.4 of a second lead over Tristan Thiesse, and 0.8 back too, as Corey Denson's going to go around. So the Elite Tracks Design caution flag waving for the 6th time tonight with 32 laps to go. As we're hitting a little chatter on the radio. See what happens right here. Oh, that's going to be Robert Izzo getting into the back of Corey Denson and sending him around. Take another look right here. Riding on board with Izzo. Just gets to the corner panel. And just a slight, ooh, that might have been netcode. My apologies. That might have been netcode. But it sends the 22 machine around. Here we go. We'll get a good shot right here. Oh, yeah, definitely contact made. So Robert Izzo sends Corey Denson around. Brings out our Elite Tracks Design caution flag for the 6th time tonight with 30 laps to go. As we're getting back to live time, folks. Gotta thank our lovely producer, Mr. Landon Brown, making us look good, pushing all the buttons, doing a great job. Landon, the one of the owners of Leadfoot TV and the Leadfoot Racing League. All right, so 29 laps to go when they cross the line this time. Jared Murphy's your leader, followed by Tristan Thiesse on the outside. Third's going to be Jeffrey Douglas. He'll wind up next to Stephen Luttrell. 4th, 5th, Robert Izzo. 6th, Colton Briner. 7th, Chase Miller. 8th, Devin Baker. 9th, Hunter Carlson. 10th, Nicholas Christ. As they're getting stacked up, as Denson will drop back to the number 12 spot. Actually, he'll drop back to 13th. Dustin Glenn back there with Joshua Trussler, and Grayson Brigham is a lap down along with Dagan Barnes in 17th as the Elite Tracks Design green flag waving back underway here at Oswego. Jared Murphy gets away from the field. He wants to get away from all this chaos going on behind him. And now look at this. Jeffrey Douglas is going to use that inside line to get around Thiesse. Move Douglas into the number 2 spot. 28 laps to go as they come down the back stretch. 27 to go, excuse me. I'm getting a little excited. As now Tristan Thiesse looks to the inside of Barnes. 26 laps to go now. If Thiesse wants to catch up to Murphy, he's got to make quick work of Jeffrey Douglas, and he's got to get around him quick. Here comes Thiesse on the inside. Douglas goes high. DSA low. DSA with the advantage at the line. Actually, it's going to be Douglas got around. It's 25 to go. It's time to dig. Here comes Tristan DSA. He'll move it to the number 2 spot. Here comes Robert Izzo. He'll follow suit. Jeffrey Douglas stuck out on the outside. They're side by side only for a moment. As Izzo trying to get around Douglas for the 3rd spot. The battle for 3rd really heating up as now DSA is broken away trying to catch up to our leader. They're all chasing Jared Murphy with 23 laps to go today. And the caution flag is going to wave for the 7th time tonight. With 23 laps to go in the Elite Tracks Designs 100-lap shootout at Oswego. Oh my gosh. Corey Denson involved. Oh my gosh. Hard contact right there. Let's see. That's going to be Dustin Glenn. Oh, Glenn just makes slight contact with Denson, sends him around. And Briner is going to get a little contact. That's why Briner was not happy over the radio. As we take a look from the bumper cam of Dustin Glenn. Oh, just slight contact. Hits that Nerf bar. And sends Corey Denson around. So the Elite Tracks Design caution flag coming out for the 7th time tonight with 21 laps to go. The leaderboard is going to be Jared Murphy, Tristan Thiese in 2nd, 3rd, Robert Izzo as you take another look at what happened. Man, Joshua Tressler did a great job avoiding that, but Dagan Barnes, nowhere to go. It's just going to hit into the driver's side door. Jared Murphy's your leader, followed by Tristan Thiese, Robert Izzo, Jeffrey Douglas in 4th, 5th, Chase Miller, 6th, Hunter Carlson, 7th, David Warmuth, 8th, Dustin Glenn, 9th, Joshua Tressler, 10th, Mitchell Wilson, 11th, Nicholas Christ, 12th, Devin Baker, 13th, Stephen Luttrell, 14th, Grayson Brigham gets back on the lead lap. 15th, Colton Briner, 16th, Corey Denson, Dagan Barnes is on pit road in 17th, and out of the race is going to be Woodham in 8th, Jason Woodham in 18th, 19th, Thomas Stanley, and Daniel Jones rounds out the field. So there's 20 laps to go. This is interesting because their fuel window is 20 laps. But remember, they did stop not too long ago to top off. As Jared Murphy's made 2 pit stops. Oh, look at that. 21 laps since Murphy's last pit stop. That's something to keep an eye on as the pace truck hits pit road. And we get back rolling. As the cars come out of turn number 4 down the front stretch as they're coming to the start-finish line, and the Elite Tracks Design green flag waving back underway here at Oswego. 19 laps to go. Jared Murphy gets another great restart. And Robert Izzo is going to get to the inside. That's going to push the essay to the outside. And the essay going to slide in front of Miller. Woo, that was an aggressive move in front of Miller. Chase Miller, I don't think he really liked that as the essay just took all the air off his nose. As Hunter Carlson's going to be shuffled as there's a little contact with Dustin Glenn. That's going to push him to the outside. One move now working as we see from Ron Kama, New York, as my colleague Mr. Wesley Outland and me had a little fun with that in our broadcast of the Leadfoot Racing League. And it's Speaking of which, the Elite Tracks Design caution flag out for the 8th time tonight with 15 to go. Oh man, it just looked like Wormuth just got loose right there and unfortunately collected Jeffrey Douglas. Take another look right there. Yeah. Oh, a little bit of contact and he tried to correct it, and that's what happened. Got those two out. Wow, look at these guys avoid that. But unfortunately, Dagan Barnes was not able to avoid it. Poor Dagan Barnes, he has not had a good night. So this will be our 8th caution. There's 14 laps to go in the race. Jared Murphy has been unbelievable on these restarts. So now it's been 26 laps since he last pitted. And let's see if the field's going to come in for fuel. And it looks like we have no takers. Which I can't blame them. I mean, there's 14 laps to go. And, I mean, you know, we don't know if we're going to get 14 green flag laps or if cautions are going to breed cautions. So I like the strategic call from all these teams. So Jared Murphy's your leader, followed by Robert Izzo in second, third, Tristan Thiese fourth, Chase Miller fifth, Dustin Glenn sixth, Hunter Carlson seventh, Joshua Chesler, Mitchell Wilson in eighth, ninth's going to be Nicholas Christ, 10th, Colton Briner, 11th, Grayson Brigham, 12th, David Wormuth, 13th, Devin Baker, 14th, Jeffrey Douglas, 15th, Corey Denson, 16th, Stephen Luttrell, who's 2 laps down, Dagan Barnes in 17th, 4 laps down. In 3 cars out of the race, Jason Woodham in 18th, Thomas Stanley in 19th, and Daniel Mindfood Jones rounds out your field. So the pace truck hits pit road. As they come down the backstretch into turn number 3. Now into 4, down the front stretch. Barney the flagman has got the Elite Tracks Designs green flag waving, and we're back underway here at Oswego. 12 laps to go in the race. Jared Murphy gets another great restart, but Tristan Thiese got an even better start, and he's right there in his tire tracks. Thiese trying to find a way around. Don't think he won't use that bumper if he gets up to the 76. As they hit the line, there'll be 10 laps to go this time by. 10 laps to go for Jared Murphy, trying to get this win. Thiese, he's got a better launch, but it's the clean air from Murphy that's helping Robert Izzo in third. Just hoping these two get together as Thiese starts to blink a little bit. Oh man, we got a car loose. That's going to be Hunter Carlson trying to get around Chase Miller. Not Hunter Carlson. Dustin Glenn trying to get around Chase Miller. Got a little loose, but he got the position. As now Thiese is under fire from this, and that's going to allow Jared Murphy to check out. 7 laps to go this time by here at Oswego. Izzo trying to find a way around Thiese. Murphy using the clean air. The gap is now 0.4 of a second separating Thiese from Murphy. 6 laps to go now here at Oswego. Jared Murphy continuing to lead. Tristan Thiese trying to get away from Izzo to catch up to Murphy. But Izzo all over the back of Thiese. And we're going to get the Elite Track Designs caution flag waving for the 9th time today. We're going to have 5 laps to go in this race. 5 laps to go now. And taking a look at this. Trying to see. Sorry about that, my producer. I was trying to take a look and see if we had a green-white, how many green-white checker attempts we got. As Tressler came over the radio and said that was my bad on me. But look at the hit from the 30. Grayson Brigham gets up in the air just a hair. Yeah, look at that. Wow. So we'll try to see what. So Tressler's going to get ran. And Tressler came over the radio and he was telling Briner he thought it was clear. And Briner comes over the radio and says that it was his fault because he said that he tried to turn the car straight and the car just hooked to the right. Don't know what happened. So we'll have one green-white checker attempt. I don't think we're there just yet. I don't think this is going to go into a green-white checker. Actually, it is, because now we're going to have 2 laps to go. So this is going to be a 2-lap shootout to settle the 100-lap shootout presented by Track Designs. So here we go. There'll be 2 laps to go. Jared Murphy is your leader. Tristan Thiesa second. Robert Izzo third. Fourth, Dustin Glenn. Fifth, Chase Miller. Sixth, Hunter Carlson. 7th, Joshua Tressler. 8th, Nicholas Christ. 9th, Jeffrey Douglas. 10th, David Bournemouth. And 11th is going to be, actually Corey Denson's going to move into the 10th spot. They're switching. As here we go, folks. Coming back, we'll have one attempt at a green-white checker. As the Elite Tracks Designs green flag waving, here we go. Back underway here at Oswego. Jared Murphy got the launch. Here comes Tristan Thiesa on the inside. Thiesa, don't count out Robert Izzo. Izzo using the outside line. The inside line. Going to use it to clear Thiesa. He's right on the back. White flag waving here at Oswego. Elite Track Designs white flag. Here comes Robert Izzo. He'll try to look to the high side. Now he'll look low. Jared Murphy throws the block. Out of turn number 4, it's going to be Jared Murphy picking up the win at Oswego. Robert Izzo will finish second. Third is going to be Tristan Thiesa. Fourth, Dustin Glenn. Fifth, Chase Miller. Sixth, Hunter Carlson. Seventh, Joshua Tressler. 8th is going to be Jeffrey Douglas. 9th, Nicholas Christ. 10th, Mitchell Wilson. 11th, David Warmuth. 12th, Devin Baker. 13th, Corey Denson. 14th, Colton Briner. 15th, Dagan Barnes. 16th, Grayson Brigham. 17th, Stephen Luttrell. 18th, Jason Woodham. Thomas Stanley, and 19th and 20th, Daniel Mindfood Jones rounds out your field. Wow, what a finish. But in the end, it was Jared Murphy who came out victorious. And we're going to take a break to catch our breath, get some water. We'll be right back here live with your post-race coverage of the Golden Racing League right here on Leadfoot TV. Back here live for your post race coverage of the Elite Tracks Designs Shootout 100 live at Oswego. We're joined by our third place finisher, Mr. Tristan Thiese. Tristan, man, it looked like I thought you had it there on that last restart, but then we get the green white checker. Did it hurt you getting shuffled out to the outside?
Yeah, it did. We only took one set of tires, right sides earlier in the race. I told my spotter, I don't need right side tires, just take fuel. Kind of reminded me of the Cars movie. Uh, but yeah, that definitely hurt. But I'm just glad to finish top three.
So building on this, welcome back, by the way. How does it feel moving forward as we go to the next series?
Well, this was just a one-off race. I wanted to run Langley, but sadly the schedule did not work out. I'm only here for the modifieds. It was a cool one-on-one race for me. I haven't done these in a while, so it was a good opportunity. A lot of good racing with the top three, though. Jared was a really good driver. I'm happy to race side by side with him for the end.
All right. And before we let you go, is there anyone you'd like to thank out there?
I'd like to thank my spotter, JT Gerstner, and his entire family, Jeremy Gerstner, Don Gerstner, for giving me and my father the opportunity at racetracks. I want to thank CP Racing Power, Corey over at Legendary Garage. I want to thank Cope Motorsports for all the setups that we've been building. They've been really good. W Energy for helping me out. And yeah, that's it. And my family.
All right. Well, congrats on the third place finish, and we were lucky. We'd love to have you.
Thank you.
That was your third place finisher, Mr. Tristan Thiese. Now we're going to go to your runner up, Mr. Robert Izzo. Robert, man, hometown race, home state race. I know you had all your friends and family in the crowd. How does it feel to get this runner up finish?
To be honest, even though it's my second time running, I'm pretty proud of myself. I put lots of time in my setup, and yeah, I like to thank my dad for giving me some heads up during the race, and yeah.
We were talking. You came out, and I mean, you qualified second, and I mean, you were fastest in practice for the longest time. We were chatting before the race, and you were telling me, about how your car felt and everything. And to come out here second, how do you build on this going forward?
Honestly, just gotta stay clean and shake and bake.
Oh man! All right. Well, before we let you go, is there any sponsors you'd like to thank out there?
Honestly, I mean, I don't have any sponsors, but I guess I thank the sponsor who sponsored this race. And I also shout out to Chris Golden. We wouldn't have this without him. It's a pretty nice league. So yeah.
All right. Well, congrats on the runner-up finish, and we'll see you at the next race.
See ya.
That was your runner-up finisher, Mr. Robert Izzo. And now we go live to Victory Lane where Mr. Jared Murphy, sorry, had to see your last name there for a minute, climbs from the car. Jared, man, you came on the radio. You said, I finally got one, boys. How does it feel to be here at Victory Lane?
Oh, it's awesome. I found every way to lose the race this season. I'm pretty sure I've led the most laps without winning one of these deals, and yeah, I was the most fun I've had in a long time racing up there in the front with these boys. This set was ripping, man. I don't know what I found on it, but this thing rips.
Well, it's definitely ripping, and you were. I mean, from the word go. I mean, from qualifying on the pole to you straight out dominated this race. How does it feel like? How do you build on this going forward to the next series?
Oh, I've been fast every week, so I'm just gonna put my head down, build me another solid set for next week, and I really don't even know where we go yet. I'll find out here in a minute. Start working on it at night. But yeah, the boys at Twisted Speed, man, we got stuff rolling this week, and hopefully we'll be good next week too.
All right. Well, congrats on the win. And is there anyone you'd like to thank out there before we let you go?
I'd like to thank all the guys that make this possible. The people that host this deal, y'all for the awesome broadcast. Like I said, the boys at Twisted Speed, it's a small shop, but we're gaining momentum. I'm looking forward to next week.
All right. Well, we'll see you next week.
Thank you, buddy.
No problem. That was your winner once again, Mr. Jared Murphy, climbing from the car from Ridgeway, South Carolina. And we've got a special interview with our race sponsor, Mr. Colton Briner. You saw him in the race in the 14 machine. Colton, you're no stranger to the booth, but welcome back and explain to us about your sponsor, about Elite Track Designs, what y'all got going.
Well, I want to thank you for welcoming me back in here as I took to the driver's seat once again here in the Golden Racing League. Jumping out here, I'm starting up a new paint shop. So I wanted to try and get the name out there on the screen. Thanks to Leadfoot, they have a good backing and everything. So I figured we get to have a lot of people see our logo and maybe we can get some more paint schemes thrown out there and make these cars look wonderful on the track. So, we came up with the slogan, "Your vision is our precision." So we try and do our best with everything we can. And in the mix there, I threw in the autism awareness. My nephew, he is autistic himself, and just something very sentimental to me. And at my IRL track, Mahoning Valley Speedway, I got one of my good friends that we race with there. Dave Kerr, he's a great guy. One of his sons has autism too. And he does a whole thing of where he puts puzzle pieces on his car and you give him $50. He puts $25 towards Riverside Elementary School, which is a full autistic school. So he helps them out. The other $25 goes into the car from each puzzle piece. So we kind of wanted to step up and do something nice, raise some awareness for the autistic children out there in this world. They don't get to live pretty much a normal life like other people do. They got to deal with a lot. They got to go through many battles here. So I just want to give some awareness out to them children and also people out there, adults that have autism. We want to give them recognition and, let them know that we care about them and they are here with us too.
Yeah, something I'm very familiar with, as my stepbrother is autistic as well. So talk about your race, man. I mean, you're running up in third, the highest you got to, and then you just had a kind of a roller coaster day. I mean, really a glass case of emotion. How do you build on this though going forward?
Well, honestly, Emmett, I'll tell you what, this is one of the best races I've had. I mean, I'm no stranger to the SK mods here. Oswego is one of my favorite tracks that I've ran on. I have a couple wins here. Actually, this is where I got my first 4-wide motorsports win in the SKs. The car, we got Golden Chef Speed Shop over there giving us the setups. We did a great job out there handling the car. We were really fast. At one point, I actually set the fastest lap, and I'm like, wow, how did I do that? And then, I ran it up to second place, and I was just trying to catch Jared. But I'll tell you what, man, he's got this stuff figured out. He was a real fast car tonight. And, we're all no stranger to the SKs. These open wheels, you get in there a little bit, it does send the car around. So, nothing out of normal from what we're seeing from this type of car. But I had a fun race. I like I said, Chris came in. He's like, keep it down, keep it down. I said, listen, I'm good, Chris. I'm not really angry. I'm good. I'm kind of happy with the race of how far I made it and how good I did. Kind of upset to finish 14th, but hey, we'll take it as it comes and we'll join on to next week.
All right. Well, congrats on the new paint shop, and we'll see you next week.
All right. Thank you, Emmett. We'll see you then.
All right. And that was your race sponsor, Mr. Colton Briner. once again, we're going to show you those results real quick. Have them, as they say on the Bush Beans commercial, roll that beautiful bean footage. As there we go right there. Jared Murphy's going to pick up the win, followed by Robert Izzo in second. Third, Tristan Thiese. Fourth, Dustin Glenn. Fifth, Chase Miller. Sixth, Hunter Carlson. Seventh, Joshua Tressler. Eighth, Jeffrey Douglas. Ninth, Nicholas Christ. 10th, Mitchell Wilson. 11th, David Warmuth. 12th, Devin Booker. 13th, Corey Denson. 14th, Colton Briner. 15th, Dagan Barnes. 16th, Grayson Brigham. 17th, Stephen Luttrell. 18th, Jason Woodham. 19th, Thomas Stanley. And 20th, Daniel Mindfood Jones. 17th through 20th, all out of the race. All right, so before we go, I want to just thank our lovely producer, Mr. Landon Brown, for pushing all the buttons, making us look good. And for me, Emmett Crow, your lead announcer, we'll see you next week for the Golden Racing League. Good night, everybody.